Neutralized battery.
UAV standing by.
Wet works down. Wasted 0. That's a kill. They're gone. She's done.
If you guys guessed any of the 4 strategies in order for me to pull off that kill chain in the first clip, please let me know in the comment sections. Yo, what's going on guys, poosht here, back at you again with another video today. So I've been listening to your guys' comments, rereading them, trying to get an understanding of what you guys want on the channel. And most recently what I've gotten is, a lot of you are asking me how I'm able to achieve these high standard gameplays, what are some tips and tricks in order to improve the gameplay, how do I not die as easily, and you guys are ultimately just asking what it is you can do in order to play better in Black Ops 4. So with that being said guys, today's video is dedicated strictly to those things. I wanted to kind of make a video showcasing some of the strategies I use, some of the tips I use in order to push out these gameplays on a daily basis. So I've made about 3 to 4 different things that I think are most important when it comes to gameplay in general, and just overall maintaining a high KD and a high standard gameplay in general. So first and foremost, I want to start with understanding the spawn points. Now this particular point is based off of kind of what game mode you play most of the time. Now for me personally, I'm a team deathmatch player and rarely a domination player. My most recent gameplays have been in domination just because of the chaos mosh pit. But most of the time I like to do TDM, 1 because the games go by fast, and 2 you have more opportunity to get kills against players, as most people kind of generally flood to the team deathmatch platform. So what I mean by understanding spawn points, I know you guys have most definitely experienced a moment in Call of Duty when you're just aiming down sight in one direction, then all of a sudden somebody comes up from behind you and shoots you and kills you. Whether you're on a 2 kill streak or 15 kill streak, whatever the case may be, this happens quite a lot in Black Ops 4. Even for me who knows the spawns extremely well, I have moments where I am very surprised because someone's coming up behind me and killing me. So what I want you guys to focus on is understanding the spawns. If you're playing domination, what you need to remember is that the enemy is going to spawn on the flag that they have, okay? Now if you guys are triple capped, it's a little bit more tricky. Most likely they're going to be spawning away from your team in any direction, most likely on the opposite side of the map. But let's say for instance you have B capped and A capped on Hacienda Twilight, okay? Now C is on the very far left corner in the back of the spawn. With that said, most likely the enemies are going to be spawning in that back area, and you should be fine to be able to wait for them coming up that staircase. However, if your teammate pushes, there's a likelihood that the spawn might flip, you might cap the flag, and then they're going to be spawning A. But just keep in mind most of the time that you have to stay far behind the flag in order for the team to spawn. So what I mean is on Hacienda Twilight for example, you have to stay behind that staircase area. You can't go past that or else they're going to spawn behind you. So with that being said, you guys just need to understand the spawn points. Secondly, this one's kind of underrated. My second point is using cover to your advantage. Now I know that in many situations in Black Ops 4 there are times when you can't really use cover to your advantage, especially when you're very aggressive and you're on the go, like myself. But one thing I'd like to stress, whenever you're in a situation where it's kind of a line of sight battle, enemies are running up on you, you might be in a house, you might be on a head glitch, whatever it may be, make sure you're using cover to your advantage. Only expose the body parts that need to be exposed in order to win the gunfight. So in the very beginning clip, there was about 7 different people coming at me, and I was on that B flag just standing behind the platform so the enemies couldn't shoot me. Now I'm not suggesting that you camp on a head glitch or you camp at a window or whatever the case may be. All I'm saying is if you're running aggressively and you have some sort of cover to be a part of, then I would definitely suggest stopping there for a second, taking a quick look at your surroundings, and then continue forward, which is exactly what I did in the first clip. My third point is stay on the outside of the map, simply put. A lot of my rushes, as you see in the beginning of my games, a lot of my rushes start either to the left of the spawn or the right of the spawn. I rarely go middle. If I'm really trying to push, I definitely go middle, but I wouldn't suggest that. So for instance on the icebreaker map, in either case most likely I'll run left. Now if I spawn on the side with the big building in front of us, I'll definitely run right. However, if I'm spawning next to the submarine in the back, most likely I'll run to the right side, because if you stay close to the side of the map, chances are the enemies are going to be pushing that midline kind of right side area and they won't even notice you. Now for maps like Nuketown, obviously there's not much room to go to the left or right of the spawn. I would still definitely suggest to kind of stay on those sides. So what I mean is, try to use your cover behind the bus, try to use your cover behind the cars, stay behind the truck momentarily, you know, whatever you need to do to get temporary cover in order to continue pushing, then I would recommend that. Very rarely do I push the middle of the map like I said. Now another subsection as far as tips and tricks goes is just movement, alright? So you'll notice in a lot of my gameplays that I slide a lot, constantly spam the aim button. I'm constantly in a state of motion. What that does for me is allow me to be very quick, very aggressive, allow me to push effectively, and allow me to have my gun up if I do run into somebody. I would utilize sliding in almost every situation I'm in. Guys, if you think about it, if you have a sprint, if you're in a dead sprint and then you begin to slide, just that change of movement gives the enemy a hard time to shoot you, especially if you can just slide into cover. It's incredible, it's an incredible tactic, and it's something I use on a daily basis in order to achieve high standard gameplays. I truly do hope you enjoyed this video so far. I hope you enjoyed the tips that I provided you, the strategies that I gave you in order to succeed on Call of Duty Black Ops 4. I know this is kind of vague and I didn't get very much into detail on every map, but I believe the general idea stays the same. So to summarize what I've told you guys today, basically what I want you guys to focus on is understanding the spawn points, make sure you put yourself in a good position to be successful, use cover to your advantage, stay on the outside of the map, and allow yourself to be able to flank effectively, and also focus on movement mechanics. These 4 things are what makes me extremely successful in Black Ops 4. I truly hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also make sure to leave a like and a comment as well, as I would most definitely appreciate that. Please let me know in the comment sections if you did in fact enjoy this video. And with that being said, I'll let the rest of the video finish. Have a wonderful day guys. I'll see you in the next video.
This one hurt a bit. Get back in the fight. Accessor data out. DRT. They're gone. Tango down. They're gone. Hostile down. Kill. Assault pack's ready. They're gone. Assault pack right here.
UAV available for tasking.
Tech 5 charged.
Your assault pack has been destroyed.
That's a kill. This one hurt a bit. That's a kill. He's gone. Calling it. Strike right here.
Strike team standing by. Strike team exiting mission area.
Overriding medical protocols. Enemy removed. Strike team, do it like we drilled it. Wasted zero.
Systems out.
Neutralized recon.